Hello YouTube, and this is a review of the Dboys Scar L. Alright, for starters, I'm just going to go ahead and say that this gun is actually, it's quite hefty. If you've seen my previous review of my Marui, this thing probably weighs close to double what my Marui weighs, making this an easy 10, 11 pounds, which is really heavy for an assault rifle. Actually, I'm exaggerating a little bit. Like, it's not really heavy. If you're using it in the field and stuff, it's not like it's extremely heavy. It's not like a LMG or anything, but it is a little heavy. Probably because the entire upper receiver is solid metal. The bolt is metal. The hop up is plastic, but the gearbox is all metal. Even the exterior, the gearbox, entire thing's metal. This gun is ambidextrous in all manners, meaning safety on this side and this side. It has quad rail, if that's what it's called. I really never cared for modernized stuff too much, but it has quad rail here for mounting grenade launchers, foregrips, vibrating toothbrushes with scope attachments, whatever you desire to mount on your gun. This you can probably mount a small car on, and on the other side you can probably mount a pistol for close quarters environment. As you can tell, I don't really like rails. I find them kind of pointless. But anyway, the only rails that I can really see being practical are the top and bottom rails, because the only thing I can think of mounting on here would be a flashlight or a laser designator, and I don't know why you'd need a laser designator, seeing as you're probably not going to be calling in airstrikes. I probably just sounded like a moron there. I honestly don't know if you can call in airstrikes from the side of a gun. If you can, that'd be what I said probably sounded really cool. But if it didn't, I'm gonna get hate in the comments. Anyway, it has flip up rear and front iron sights, and I almost tipped it over, which would have woken everybody up down the block. They can flip up. I usually keep them down because I mounted an optic on it. Oh, one thing is, when the gun gets a little older, the front iron sight wobbles around, and it's annoying. Mainly when it shoots, it wobbles. That's when you can really notice it. This is actually a real red dot sight because I had one laying around because I just sold my old AR that I had this mounted on, so I just decided to mount it on an airsoft gun because I'm cool like that. Very powerful little red dot. It probably looks like crap through the camera, but what do you expect? Is that off? That's off. Alright. If you know anything about scars, you know that their stock can collapse. However, the battery compartment in this thing is ridiculously small. In order to even get a 9.6 volt in this thing, you literally have to open up the stock like this. You have to half fold the stock and unscrew that little Allen key thing there, and then the bottom of the stock will. Oh, hold on, don't want to pinch the wires again. Speaking of wires, mine were fried like within a few weeks of getting this because the gun doesn't have a fuse, so I had to open it up, tear out every single wire, then somehow the piston got out of whack, so I brought it up, tried to fire it, thought I stripped my piston, opened it up, turned out it was out of whack and not in a good position, so it wasn't creating a vacuum, if you want to call it that, so the BBs weren't firing and it just made noises. And since then I've been extremely paranoid when my high cap goes because I'm like, not again. Anyway, yeah, standard, it's not M4 style. I much prefer the M4 style of safety because this one's all awkward and canted up like this. It's not awkward, but I much rather going like this than that. It says 1 and A and S, like S1A, as opposed to safe, semi, and full. It has a 1 instead of a semi, which I don't know. I'm just getting nitpicky. Metal trigger, polymer, lower receiver. Feels very high quality, the polymer does. Same as the stock. But if you've noticed, the upper receiver, if you can call it that, it looks really gold. Like, doesn't that look gold? I always thought that was weird. It might just be mine, but all the other ones I've seen look kind of gold too. But that's what you get if they're getting the tan one. Anyway, not much else. How it performs, yeah, that'd be a good thing. It probably shoots 40 yards, if that, 40, 50 yards, without dropping, I'd say. Yeah, that's probably fair. But keep in mind, the inner barrel is from here to there. That's ridiculously short. It looks extremely short when you take it out too, as opposed to like my M249, which I'll probably review later. That's got a massive barrel, and so does my M16, my Marui that I reviewed. I believe that's a sling mount, but I always thought that'd be kind of awkward to have it on top. But you can also mount a sling here, I think. And up there. I don't really know what else to go over with it. Ooh, wow. How about the fact that I already said how it doesn't have a fuse, but the wires are ridiculously thin on the inside too. So there's that. I wouldn't fold the stock too much because it can actually pinch the wires, which is not good. Cheek rest comes up. There's my 9.6 battery that I just kind of leave in there for now. It's not plugged in, but I'm just gonna leave in there because it's such a pain to get in and out. Using this gun, it probably shoots around 390 feet per second, 400, which is, I don't know how it shoots that freaking far, that high. I don't know how. It has such a weak air seal. The freaking, the O-ring is freaking ridiculously stupid on it. Don't even get me started on the freaking piston. It's just a stupid Dboys stock piston. All the internals, they're just stock. Well, they are all stock. I haven't done anything to it. The motor's fine. But anyway, I have no idea how it gets that far. If you were able to put, like, I mean, this spring is only like a standard stock spring, so I have no vague idea how it gets that freaking high FPS. But it does. And I guess it's cool if you like really high FPS. I personally prefer Marui's because I think that's really all you'll ever need. But if you like insanely high FPS, go right for it. Oh yeah, hop up. I'll show you that quick. It's extremely awkward to do this holding the camera. There's the metal bolt, slide it back, exposing your hop up, which is clear plastic, which is disappointing, but what are you gonna do? Let's have this back down. Magazines. It can take any size M16 magazine. Here's an extended magazine that's like, I think this is extremely high cap, but I broke it, so I'm gonna have to tape it down or something. Electrical tape solves all the world's problems. You put it in, it clicks in. It's massive, ambidextrous magazine release. Push the button. It doesn't eject out, but there you go. It ejected out. This magazine used to look really tan to me, but once I got that one, this looks kind of green to me now. But you look at it away from the other one, it looks tan. I don't know. It looks like this one matches the gun more because I believe this is the one it came with. Black magazine. Looks fine, as opposed to putting a tan magazine in a black gun, which is a mortal sin. And I like putting my Marui Vietnam 20 rounders in it, because you put it in, and then you get away from it, and it kind of looks like a Scar H, if you have imagination. But a lot of you probably don't have imagination, and you're going to doubtless yell at me, which will make me very not sad at all, and I won't really care. So feel free. Oh yeah, TSD BBs, probably not the best, but they're fine. orange flash hider, which pissed me off. It came with a burrow extension, which I lost. This just threads off. I'm probably going to put on a Scar style flash hider. If anyone knows what that looks like, write baked potato in the comments. Oh, my Marpet pants. I just realized I tore a huge hole in the crotch when I was in my last game. I also need to get a belt for these. They're a little big. On another note, oh yeah, this tends to scratch, so a little spray paint in there and fix it. As long as you don't get it in the internals, because everyone knows what would happen then. Alright, anyway, I give this gun probably a 8.5 out of 10. Maybe just an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'd say just an 8.